And we have in here Chris Chittick from Tornado Hunters. How are you, Chris? Thank you very, very much for joining as well. I really do appreciate it.
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing? Can you see me okay? I've never used Zoom before, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, we can hear you, all right? You seem to
we can see you fine, man. Looking good.
I think the video.
Doing good, guys. Doing good.
Good stuff.
I don't know what's going on with the video.
Yeah, it seems to have. Oh, there we go. You're back with us.
All right.
Hey. So, obviously, over the weekend, you got slammed by a bit of a blizzard over there, didn't you? So, how are things over there currently?
Good. We got hit. It was Sunday night. So, it was Sunday afternoon. We started getting probably a good 4 or 5 inches of freezing rain, and then proceeded into snow. And then we ended up getting here in Regina, where I live. We probably got about, I'd say, 15 inches of snow. So we're just kind of digging out of that now. Like as far as the roads go, like they get the main roads first, but then they'll come by and get the secondary roads. And so I live on a secondary road and it's still garbage at the moment, but not too bad. I mean, nothing that we can't handle.
Yeah, sure. Because it's quite funny because obviously I'll speak to you Thursday along with Rick, and obviously we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 Prince Harrys in here. So I want to shout out to Rick, which I'm sure at some point I will send him over certain bits of clips and so on from this because it's his girlfriend's birthday today as well. If that's right.
I think so. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was when it was, but yeah. He's and plus I think like where he lives too, like they got probably over 50 inches of snow.
Wow.
Or, sorry, 50 centimeters. 50 centimeters. Sorry, 50 centimeters of snow. So that'd be about 2 feet, probably over 2 feet.
Yeah, well, I could do with some of that, being a snow lover.
Yeah. It's cold here too. Right now it's minus 16 here.
Wow.
In Regina.
So cold.
And you're only in the t-shirt. It's like it's like 10 degrees here, and I'm freezing. Like,
hi guys.
Hi Tom. Yeah. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to pop them in. I know that Chris is probably on a really big and a tight schedule as well. So I know he's not going to be on here for long, but I'm sure there's going to be a few questions which will be thrown your way, Chris. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah, no. If you guys got questions, throw them at me. I got about 10 minutes before the little ones kind of start trickling in here, and then all hell breaks loose. Like everyone tries to come over, get on the camera and talk, and they can't really talk right now.
How's your chase season been over there? You been able to do much chasing given the circumstances?
No, it's pretty garbage actually. So we spend probably, I'd say about 85% of our chasing's done down in the United States.
Yeah.
And so the borders were closed pretty much all summer.
Yeah.
Still closed. So couldn't really get down chasing down there, which I don't think, I mean, it's horrible, but at the same time, like, I really feel like we didn't miss much. There's a couple beauty tornadoes this year, but like, I really feel like we didn't miss much, which doesn't get me too far down, but we did get some local chaseling done here in Canada. I saw 2 tornadoes this year. One was west of Weyburn, which is south of me, so southwest of me. Saw it was on the ground for about 5 minutes. And then there's a beauty of a tornado south of Verdun, Manitoba. And I'll show you a picture here on my phone if I can find it real quick. But yeah, some really good looking storms, but nothing really too crazy this year. So I don't know if you guys can see this or not.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, beautiful.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was just south of Verdun, and that was on the ground for a while. It's just beauty because like the sun was hitting it, so that's what made it look bright white like that.
Yeah. Wow. Good.
So what are you doing at the minute through lockdown? Because obviously chasing's been really rode down quite a fair bit for you, isn't it? So how are you kind of compensating from that?
Yeah, so like what I do is I'm focusing a lot right now on school talks because everyone's back to school now. Even if they're distance learning, like that's fine for me too. Like, so I set up like a whole virtual kind of classroom. So I'm speaking to probably between 15 to 18 classrooms a day, Monday through Friday. I'm doing that twice a day. So a total of like whatever, 30 classrooms a day roughly. And just do it that way. So I give like an hour-long presentation, depending on their grade level. I can kind of group similar grades together, speak to the grade level, because everything over here, at least in their science class, at 3 different times in their education, they hit extreme weather. So I can speak to each grade level kind of about the weather. Sorry, that's my dog going nuts. Kobe, get over here. Come here.
Get him on board. I just had my dog on him.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, he's saying hello. He wants to say hello.
Yeah.
That's class.
So yeah, just been speaking a bunch, which is kind of good. It's really good, because it helps pays the bills, obviously, but also at the same time, like, I'm getting burnt out, I feel, because it's like the same thing over and over and over, which is cool to a point. But I think come Christmas break, I'm going to make a new presentation and just kind of so I can speak about different things.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it, really.
You're teaching the up and coming storm chasers.
Shaping young minds here in Canada, eh?
Good stuff.
That's good.
Hey guys, Adam, I've got a question in our chat room if you wouldn't mind answering it. I think it's a very good one because I know a lot of people always say to Sam and that when he's out there, stay safe and that. Hannah in the chat's asked, what do your friends and family think about you doing storm chasing? Is it?
We've already covered that, yeah.
Sorry, mate, I didn't.
Yeah, we covered that one.
I think that's quite a good one for Chris to answer as well, given the fact that the how severe storms can be in the US compared to what they are in the UK. So, Chris, obviously you're married with kids and so on. How is the family life when you deploy to chase? Because obviously it's not just one day. You kind of go for quite some time away from the family as well, don't you?
Yeah, so like when I first started chasing, I started chasing way back in the day in 1998. It was my first summer really chasing. And, my parents at the time, they were just like out of sight, out of mind. Like, I don't think they really understood what I was doing. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to go chasing for, a week. Well, we had a really shitty vehicle, didn't know how we were going to get there and back, but we would make it. Slept in the car, it was crazy. And so my parents didn't, I don't think, could grasp the concept of what was going on. And then later in life, like my mom still kind of freaks out a little bit here and there, but I mean, my dad's fine with it. But then with my wife, she was not a fan at all when I first got with her and we were married, and I would leave, I'm gone. I'm on the road for possibly up to like 5 months out of the year, chasing like starting in March all the way through August. But like here though, like for us in the North America, it's like we'll chase hard for like 8 to 10 days. And then usually you need like a couple of days, close to maybe a week for like the atmosphere to kind of regenerate itself or for a new system to kind of move in. So we'll, depending on where we are, I'll fly home for a couple of days, or, if it's within like a day drive, then I'll drive home. But now with the kids being around, I think that kind of occupies her time more because my wife's a teacher, so she has summers off, obviously, and she has a great family network here as well. Like she's one of 4 sisters, so all sisters, they're all married with kids, and her parents, they all live in Regina. So like when I'm gone, like she can go over to her sister's house or her parents' house, have dinner, mess around with the kids, play, like. So they kind of keep themselves occupied that way.
Yeah, I mean, I had the similar question earlier, didn't I? I mean, me and Ollie, when we go out chasing in the States, we do 3 weeks, and in 3 weeks, it's nothing compared to 5 months. But
well, it's a long time. That's a long time being on the road. Even 10 days is a long time, I think. Like,
I mean, I got some notes here. I mean, just for the people who don't know about storm chasing and that, I mean, this is typically over sort of like a 3-week period. I mean, last year we done just over 10,000 miles. I mean, when you're out there, you can just go and go and go, can't you? So it's
Adam must be the million-mile storm chaser then.
No, Ollie's a driver.
No, you're much better driver than I am. I tend to let you get the miles in. But Chris, I was just wondering if you've got a choice between, say, a 2% tornado risk, say over the Colorado way, low precipitation, lovely sculpted supercell, whereas say a 10% risk down in sort of like a wedge down in sort of like southern Oklahoma. What's your
That's the
preference
question.
there, would you say?
Well, it depends on where I start the day. If I'm closer to that 2%, I'll definitely go for structure and beauty and LP, all the way.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, say, in Oklahoma City and say the chase, the 10% hatch or 10% area, whatever it is down like, say, Dallas to like Amarillo area, like I'd definitely go there. If it was in Amarillo, I'd try to hit both actually.
Yeah,
I'd put myself right in the middle there and kind of see which one fires up first. I think I would probably lean towards the Colorado stuff.
Colorado Magic.
But it's like bird in hand though too at the same point, right? Depending on where you are, you're going to go to the closest spot.
Position is always a critical thing though, isn't it?
Yeah, and we've had lots of days like that too, like where you have two areas of interest, and I mean you got to go with your gut, right? You got to pick that first initial spot, and it's
we keep
piss
telling
all.
Sam that he follows his head more than his gut.
Yeah.
It's piss off if it picks a if you pick the wrong spot, that happens. I mean that's part of storm chasing.
Yeah. We have a question in the comment section for you from Hannah. She's asked Chris. She says she's in awe of you. She said, "What's the end goal? Are you chasing just for the love of it, or is there a scientific goal behind the work you do?"
Yeah, great question, Hannah. So it used to be scientific for sure back in the day. With my old chase team, but now it's more of like getting that extreme journalism shot, for me, it's more of like getting that beautiful tornado, getting that beautiful shot done through video, then be able to share that with the public, whether that be on, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, social media, YouTube, whatever, just be able to share that experience. And then also for us, a big thing is just constantly calling in those reports, trying to maybe ultimately help down the line, help create an earlier warning system, save lives, by calling.
See, I'm glad you said the save the life thing, because not a lot of people know that a lot of you storm chasers are actually EMT trained as well, aren't you? You're actually trained in first aid, where you can actually help people if they're seriously injured until the paramedic services get there. Yeah.
We're all, Ricky, myself, and Greg, we're all trained as far as EMT goes, and first responder kind of trained. So like we're the first people on the scene, right? If a tornado hits like a populated area, we're right there. We're right on that tornado's tail. We'll drop the chase. We go into search and rescue mode. We'll try to help out. And then as soon as like the proper people get to that location, the EMTs or the emergency management people, we can at least tell them, be like, hey, over there, people need help. Over here, these people are okay. Over there, they need, and just kind of go from there. So you just got to know when to pull out, right? Like, just get out of their way and let them do their thing.
Must be an awful thing for your family, because they know that you're chasing that storm, and it's like, oh God, because I remember back, I think it was 2017, a well-known chaser over in America was killed with his son chasing, I think it was the Dodge City tornado, the big one that hit Dodge City, and him and his son were killed.
You're on about El Reno.
Yeah, that's one, the El Reno one, and
it's May 31st, 2013. Tim Samaras, his son, and Carl Young, they were all, Tim and Carl were both on the Discovery Show with me too. So I knew them.
I remember seeing them on there.
I knew him pretty well.
Yeah.
Tim had been chasing too for years. Like Tim was like, I mean, he started chasing back in the late 80s.
It was weird because when I seen that Tim had died on Facebook, and I was like, wow, he was like one of the most safety cautious people. He wouldn't actually go in for it. He'd be more the hang back person. So when I heard that he got hit, it was like a bit of a shock.
Yeah. So he, do you guys speak in meters or in miles over there?
Miles we do over here.
Okay, so that tornado, I mean, it started out to be like just shy, probably about a quarter mile wide, and then like literally 30 seconds, it grew to 2.5 miles wide.
Wow.
Which is what engulfed Tim, and like they usually have a truck like ours, but the truck was broken down. So everyone flew from Denver, because he lived in Denver, flew from Denver to Oklahoma City, rented like some small little crappy car. But you're right. I mean, he's Mr. Safety, you know, like that was shocking.
Yeah, definitely was.
Yeah.
But I mean, that El Reno one, I mean, I remember watching the thing they did on Discovery afterwards, and to see the path that it took, and it almost looked like for a while it was actually following Tim, like it was coming for him. No matter where he went, that storm was following him. It was, you know, that tornado was chasing him rather than him chasing the tornado.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate set of circumstances.
Yeah.
Sad day.
Sure.
Very sad
day. He was a legend for sure.
But I know you haven't got long, Chris, but I know quite a few people have privately messaged me and asked us, or asked myself to ask you, Tornado Hunter series on Netflix, is there a second one coming, or is that?
I was going to ask that.
Is that or not?
Yes.
Everyone is dying.
Fine.
Yeah. So we filmed 2 seasons of it. I don't know, you know, what happened. It wasn't on Netflix originally. Originally, it was on a station over here in Canada and in the US called CMT, Country Music Television. But then Netflix ended up buying one of the seasons. I'm not sure. I know they aired season 2 of it in the States on Netflix. And we had a whole contract signed and done to be shooting a show this past summer, like a couple months ago. But then with COVID, everything got put on the back burner. So we're in the talks, working currently with a couple of different people to see what we can get fired up for 2021.
Good.
So fingers crossed. I mean, that's it just sucks that COVID hit. You know, that's just a real horrible thing, actually. But next year, there's always next year.
Yeah, for sure. Always remember, I'll be coming over at some point, hopefully, if COVID doesn't get in the way. So make sure you shoot when I'm over there as well.
Yeah.
Don't forget your glasses, what you was wearing.
I'll be wearing.
There we go. Top glasses.
Couple of aviators.
Yeah. Gotta be done.
You look more like Goose, actually.
It is. I'll take that. Great balls of fire.
Yeah. No.
Funny.
It's just weird though. I mean, I'd love to see the weather that Chris chases. I really would.
I think everyone would.
Yeah, you know, the storms, you know, compared to the weather we get, you know, we get like a mill pond. They get the whole ocean when it comes to the weather over there. You know, we just get like a mill pond. You know, it's like it's like watching these storm chaser shows where you see daylight just turn to darkness in a matter of minutes. It can just change like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's mad. Just a quick question from Daniel for you, Chris. Again, how good is the Canadian storm season? Would it be worth travelling from the UK for it? I'm looking at backup plans in case the USA doesn't reopen before spring.
Yeah, I mean, usually Canada has a pretty good season, like usually starting in probably beginning of July, maybe even late June, but beginning of July for sure, all the way up to like probably mid-August. So we get about 6 weeks. But it's good. I mean, like, for example, the last stat I can remember is 2012. Just in the month of June alone in 2012, there was 30 tornadoes reported within 300 kilometers, or that'd be about 150 miles of Regina. And I haven't looked at that stat in a long time, so I don't know what the latest would be. But that's what made me move up here too and get in touch with Greg and Ricky. You know, is that situation. So usually it's good for about 6 weeks. But like I said, with this year, it's just garbage because we couldn't really cross in different provinces either, or we weren't supposed to cross into different provinces. Because you can get a hefty ticket here. You know, if you have a Saskatchewan plate and you're chasing in Alberta and you get pulled over, you can get a big ticket. So you got to kind of weigh
like that.
Yeah, unfortunately. But usually it's good. I mean, for that 6 week period, you're going to see definitely some killer thunderstorms. You know, the hail doesn't get as big up here in Canada as it does down in the States because the storm tops don't get as tall. But you know, you do get the tubes and they look nice. And they're usually LP, you know, there's not that much, you know, precipitation with those storms.
Yeah, I mean, chasing a tornado and a HP is hard work.
Yeah.
It's
And the
hard
good
work.
thing too about Canada is the internet anywhere, as long as you have a package, it's amazing. It's LTE, which is super fast internet
Okay.
anywhere you go in Canada.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
maybe I
know.
need some of that over here because I get awful signal when I'm out chasing. It drives me.
That's so frustrating for us too down the States. Like we rock Verizon and AT&T and Sprint cards. So if one drops out, hopefully the other one will pick it up, kind of thing. We have 3 different cell phone people that we use.
I mean, it's better now than it was, say, 2-3 years ago.
Oh, for sure.
Because I mean, watching like Storm Chaser like 2-3 years ago on like the TV and weather app that they have here, and it was forever breaking up and that. But watching it now, like you watch Val Castor and things like that, and it's a lot better than it is now. I mean, with Val, it only really drops out because he gets so close to the core, which is a little bit dangerous, I think, sometimes. But he gets quite close to the core, and that's where it stops knocking out his signal.
Would you say Chris? Would you say the terrain's pretty good in Canada for chasing? So not too many trees or mountains or anything. Pretty cool?
So in you get east of like say Calgary area, which is in Alberta. If you go west of Calgary, you're in the mountains. But east of there, from Calgary all the way over to like say Winnipeg, which is the second province away, it's completely flat. And then once you get north of Saskatoon, there starts to be trees, but you don't really chase up there. Saskatoon might be the farthest north where Ricky lives. But from where I am, say 200 miles in any direction of where I am, there's no trees at all. It's completely flat. And it's beautiful. And the cool thing about also here in Canada in the summertime is it stays light till about like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Sure. Yeah. That was such a bonus. Yeah.
Nice.
Chris, I was waiting for someone to bring this up, and someone has asked it in our comment section. Graham Moore's asked, is it Graham? No, Mark Funkner. What's Reed Timmer like in one word? I was waiting for someone to bring Reed up. You don't have to answer it.
Yeah, can't really put that into one word. No, he's a good guy. It was just we split up. We went to high school together, he and I.
Yeah.
We hung out, we worked together, we golfed together. And that's who I originally started chasing with, was Reed back in the day. He's a great guy. He's a great meteorologist. He's got his doctorate and PhD in climatology and meteorology, so he knows what he's doing. Like, he is one of the best. But he's just, at the same time, like, I didn't want to ruin our friendship, so I kind of left the business, to kind of stay that even keel. But he's a good guy, and that's pretty much all I can say.
Yeah. Graham Moore's also commented, chased Canada in 2019 was good. When I say Canada, 5 days out of 11. So yeah, I think Canada's it's got his own kind of perspective with kind of storm chasing to anywhere else as well.
Yeah, because like up here in Canada, that jet stream finally gets all that moisture up here, but it takes forever, so it doesn't get up here till like that July time frame.
Yeah. Is it what the Rocky Mountains that help with the
a little bit
the storm of the energy to there?
Yeah, a little bit. Like there's a lot of action kind of east of Edmonton, east of Calgary.
Yeah.
From there all the way over to the Saskatchewan side, and then like where I am is southern Saskatchewan. A lot of action, and then just to my east in southern Manitoba, there's a lot of action.
Well, there you go. Well, I appreciate it so much you coming on, Chris, because I know, like I said, you've got a really tight schedule, and it's been great to come.
Yeah, well, this is awesome, guys. I'd like to jump on again if you guys do this.
That'd be brilliant.
So let me know, Sam. Sam, you got my email. Just shoot me a note and let me know. If I'm free, I'll jump on for sure.
Yeah, it'd be good to kind of get Rick and also Greg as well. It'd be quite good because I've not met Greg yet, but I know
you're not missing much. No, I'm just kidding. Greg's a great guy.
Send our wishes to Greg and to Ricky from us, or the. I'd like to call us the four Prince Harrys. Saying
you speak for yourself. They don't like him over there.
All right, guys. Well,
no.
take care. You guys, thanks so much for the invite. And Sam, let me
Yeah.
know honestly again.
Thank you
if
for your
guys...
time, Chris, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Take care, buddy.
Take care, guys.
Cheers,
See you
guys.
later.
Cheers, buddy. So there you go, guys. Chris Chittick, which obviously joined us.
How cool was that?
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was
How
awesome,
cool was
man.
that?
Good.
That was awesome.
So definitely one where we will do more and invite Chris into it, and hopefully get the Greg and Rick from Tornado Hunter into it as well to answer any questions. But thank you once again, Chris, for that. It's been great.